Welcome to War India News Hour. The growing importance of risk management practices is leading to appointing of CROs. Given the increased complexities in the way financial services firms conduct business in the global marketplace, along with more opportunities for surprises, it is imperative that organizations have effective board risk oversight. The Chief Risk Officer, that is CRO, is responsible for executing the risk program and providing another line of defense in protecting enterprise value. No other individual, function or group in a financial institution is charged with viewing performance exclusively from a risk perspective. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic has seen Chief Risk Officers take their rightful place in the boardroom. The CRO has become an indispensable part of the C-suite as a result of far greater overlap between risk and the commercial interests of the wider businesses. It is now an open secret that as the ransomware attacks surged by 150% in 2020, with the average extortion amount doubling, leaders are more concerned than ever that employees are educated and know how to avoid these kinds of issues. Using data analytics to inform risk modeling allow executives to see into the future and plan for any likely eventualities. Anticipating problems in advance of seeing them realize allows organizations to plan ahead and manage and reduce the costs of issues when they do arise. From anticipating increasing demand for hybrid working culture to understanding the challenges presented by rolling out devices to remote workers, data feedback from across the business informs companies on their eventualities before they happen. Risk has now moved beyond insurance and the broader financial services market, and most organizations, particularly the larger ones, will have a risk department headed by a CRO. Yet, the principles remain the same. A report reveals that while security leaders have a high level of confidence in staff knowledge, a recent report shows that 81% of leaders feel their employees understand that 9 out of 10 ransom attacks originate through email phishing, though just 2% of employees polled felt they knew enough to not open suspicious-looking emails, showing the disconnect between boardroom perceptions and reality. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Government to set up research wing to boost information dissemination. The government is planning to set up a research unit within its information dissemination wing, that is Press Information Bureau, through which it aims to strengthen daily content generated by official channels with well-researched material on all significant policy decisions. The idea behind a research unit is to ensure that all official information which PIB generates through press conferences, official handouts as well as through its social media handles is backed with well-researched and factual data which can effectively help in dispelling any kind of lack of information or misinterpreted data. Cars 24 raises $450 million funding, valuation nearly doubles to $1.84 billion. Cars 24 said it has raised $450 million, that is about rupees 3,321.3 crores in funding from DST Global, Falcon Edge, SoftBank, Vision Fund 2 and others, helping the pre-owned vehicles e-commerce platform nearly double its valuation to $1.84 billion. The Series F round of funding was a mix of equity, that is $340 million, and debt $110 million, a statement said. The equity round was also led by participation from Tencent and existing investors More Strategic Ventures and Exor Seeds. The debt funding came from diversified financial institutions. Amazon Microsoft swoop in on $24 billion India farm data trove. Prime Minister Narendra Modi enlisted Amazon.com together with Microsoft and Cisco to bolster the country's agricultural output. India announced that the administration already signed a preliminary agreement with the tech giants aimed at transforming an outmoded agricultural industry. Under the negotiation, the firms will offer tech solutions to the agricultural industry that the farmers could easily access. Prime Minister Modi expects that the drive could help farmers improve yields through enhanced crops and tools supported by the gathered data. India to reopen its doors for foreign tourists. First 5 lakh foreign tourists will be issued visas free of cost in an attempt to revive the tourism, hospitality and aviation sectors which were badly affected due to the pandemic. Top Union Home Minister officials are deliberating with all stakeholders on the expected date and modalities for opening up of the country for foreign tourists. The formal announcement is to allowing foreign tourists to visit India may come within the next 10 days as per the officials. Union Bank RuPay Wellness Credit Card to enhance the lifestyle. Keeping the customer's lifestyle, fitness, rejuvenation, health and personal care, Union Bank of India has partnered with National Payments Corporation of India, that is NPCI, to launch the Union Bank RuPay Wellness Contactless Credit Card on the JCB International Network, supporting vast global acceptance. With the Union Bank RuPay Wellness Credit Card, customers can avail 15 to 30 days of complimentary gym memberships at selected gyms across India, one complimentary premium health checkup package in a year. Even after utilizing the complimentary package, they can go to health checkups at discounted rates, monthly holistic spa sessions at over 100 outlets with one complimentary wellness treatment every year, along with discounted sessions throughout the year and complimentary access to over 30 domestic airport lounges twice per quarter across India. That's it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Stay tuned. Thank you.